was that last time? 9 minutes? Alright, so next one must be 9 min. 30-second, yeah. No cat. Cat. Stop trying to steal that. Cat. No. Bad. Alright, set my timers. I can put those in the corner over there. Alright. No. Yeah, I put it away. Because you're being bad. Hmm? Okay, I'm not feeling good today, so I'm just trying to get to a comfortable seating position. Which Pistachio is not helping me with. Don't you growl at me. Meow. So, I don't know if I'm gonna use this. Maybe I'll use this once I get to like 12 minutes or something. I'm pretty sure I'll have to go to 12 minutes, right? Cat. There's nothing up here for you. Bad. Bad. She's mad because I wouldn't give her my pasta. Not feeling too good today. Yes, 9 minutes 30 seconds. I've done a hermit crab, but I haven't done another type of crab yet. Maybe I could do like a whale or something. Just do a generic ambiguous mermaid. Yeah, I'll just wait. Okay, 9 minutes 30 seconds. Start. It's okay. Good start. I keep being like, did it start? Like this one will like swoopy and kind of dragon looking. Looks like I do like a sea dragon. I wouldn't give it these type of face spins though, so I can try doing a sea dragon later. Head crests. This one looks kind of sad. Can't remember my timer. Ah, okay, this must be technical terms used in hammer throw. I'm not that into sports, so I did not recognize them. Learning new things about hammer throw every day. Wee, watcha, you say. Probably should have started with basic shapes first. Cool. Oh wow, there's only 5 minutes left. Pistachio. Okay, I gotta speed this up a bit, like maybe the back fin will become sort of a side fin. Pistachio, Jesus Christ. She's really been freaking out at her tail recently, and I'm wondering if she has like something wrong with her tail that's like causing her pain. But then again, she's always done that her entire life. Oh no. I've never done that with an oven door. I've just burned the hell out of my thumbs. I have 2 little marks. They're hard to see on camera, but they're there and there. And those are spots where I burn my thumb significantly enough to have like a little mark. I have not yet skinned my freaking leg on the oven. Be careful. Those are really sharp oven. Oh my god, I am running out of time constantly. I mean, you might expect that for a time challenge, but it's still very surprising to me. This buddy a weird tail. Moving kind of slow today because I'm not feeling too good. I don't know what I got going on. I'm just not doing too good. Hey, what's up, Jessica? Oh, that's what I was trying to remember. I was, because I think I meant to say it to you last time, but I forgot. But, I was lurking on your stream for a few times, but I couldn't say anything in the chat because it was subscriber only. Is that supposed to be turned on, or was it turned on by accident, or you just not want anyone but subscribers on? Because that's fine, but I'm super broke right now, so I can't say anything. I'll read those in a second. I'm running out of time constantly, always. Okay, 1 minute 48. Take this chance to just add scales. Scales. Leaning on some rocks. Pistachio? No. Well, there's not a lot of time left on this one anyway, I don't think. Can't stop for that one. Jump. There you go. Cat just wanted to go to my bed. Mm. Ow. Yeah, make sure that cut stays clean. Maybe put a band-aid on it. Man, for a long time, I hadn't seen, like, silly, funny band-aids at like, you know, the band-aid aisle at the store. But I found some again. I saw some with cupcakes, some with like little like bugs on it and stuff. And I was really excited, and I got the bugs one, even though I shouldn't be spending extra money. But it was only $2, and I was just happy to see cute band-aids again that weren't branded with like a popular character trying to get people to buy the fucking Minions band-aids or something for their kids. Anyway, that's a little thing that I got excited about recently. Anyway. That sucks. Yeah, how did that happen? Because I was like, Jessica doesn't seem like the type who would switch it over to sub only. But every time I was able to stop by her stream, it was still on that, and I was like, would it be weird to send a PM, or like maybe he just wants it that way? I don't know. I remembered to ask in a casual setting. Okay, good. Mugen got you. He's better at being more direct. Hell yeah, hammer throw videos. Maybe. Yeah, if there was like some random autofill or something, if you're using mobile or something, I don't know. Oh, dang, nice. Yeah, at some point Taxes told me, like, oh, Darkest Dungeon only takes, like, and he said a certain amount of hours to beat, and I was like, listen, and I know the gamers measure things in hours, but I am always gonna take way longer than anyone else, so it doesn't matter to me. I'll get to the end of Darkest Dungeon by the end of the year, perhaps, and that's a generous one. Oh, the cupcakes and bugs were uh on Band-Aids I found, because I was like, Pistachio, shut up, shush. But like I get I'm always working with stuff, and I always get a bunch of little cuts and scrapes, like on my arm there, burns from cooking and stuff like that. Other things from like stabbing myself in the hand with a drill while working on things. Even like certain pens, like if you've ever worked with this type of pen, these points are sharp as hell, and they can stab you real bad. So I really like Band-Aids. And I like having cute Band-Aids, but the thing is, all the cute Band-Aids these days that I found for a long time anyway are like branded. They're like Disney or something, or they're like some kid's property, or they're fucking Paw Patrol or Minions or whatever. And I was like, sad about that, because it was just like one of those little mini things where I was like, hey, cute, put on a cute little Band-Aid like a stupid little kid. And I found unbranded ones recently at the Albertsons. And I found ones that some of them had like dinosaurs, some of them had cupcakes, and I got a pack that had bugs. Yeah. Anyway. Whoa. What was that first moment there? Yeah, you have to let it go at the right moment when you're spinning so that it flies straight. Wait, what was... Okay, swinging it like around and over the head. Wait, okay, wait. Okay, the perspective threw me off. It's like swing, swing, and then turn around and yeet. That's cool as hell. Which one was this? Was this? Okay, that was 18, so this is 19. 19 at, it was 9 minutes, 30 seconds. I ran out of tea again. I have like some throat irritation today. One of my housemates is either having bad allergy symptoms or caught a cold. She's not sure which, but if it was a cold, then I'm pretty sure I caught it. Which, like, I can deal with that. I'm just like, I gotta know what to do treatment-wise. Fuck. I broke the rules. I accidentally added a bit to it absentmindedly. No one saw that. Shh. Okay. Also, the rules are arbitrary and I made them up myself, so nothing really matters. Okay, am I gonna... Okay, I got a bunch of pages. I'm not gonna run out of pages for these. 10 minutes is the next one. If anyone has any, like, sea creature requests for something I can turn into a mermaid, please let me know. I'm gonna do an anglerfish one for the 10 minutes, and then if anyone has another suggestion, let me know. But, okay. Anglerfish, 10 minutes, start. Figure out the placement of the bulb first so I can get everything going around it. To give them big jaws. Short face fins. Small, barely seen, creepy little eyes. Like a sea orc. The teepee is in there. This one's swimming right at the viewer. There we go. Jesus Christ, Visaggio. I've been having at least one disconnect per stream. Usually fairly early on, it seems. try to look up soon, see if anyone's saying anything. Anglerfish don't tend to have very big tails, but I can exaggerate it a little bit in perspective, which I've decided to do for some fucking reason. Some little ones out to the side. I'm also going to give them, like, claws. Because I kind of messed up the angle of the arms right off the bat, so claws. Mm, 5 minutes already? Hey. Oh, hey, what's up, Trill? I'm on a timer, so I can't look too much, but... Oh, waiting to snatch something up. How is it like 5 minutes already? So something about a pufferfish, that sounds good. I was considering a pufferfish, and I was like, would I do it in its puffed or unpuffed form? Like, I guess I could draw... I don't want to draw the same character twice, but I mean, I could try. I could do one puffed and one unpuffed. I'm just totally gonna have some little wiggly bits off to the side. With tiny arms, because those are the male anglerfish. Their heads are permanently fused with their body, because that's how anglerfish work. Because the ocean's fucking weird. Okay, can I do like, trying to get some like depthiness here. Just a little bit of depthiness. Depthy creature lives in the depths. Jesus Christ, pistachio. Mm. I just remember I think you said something about how long do I think the sub chat thing was on. I can't remember. I just know that I caught maybe 2 of your streams where I couldn't type anything. But I don't remember when those were. I'm gonna blame all my memory problems currently on the fact that we're adjusting my ADHD meds. Hand's already starting to... Hand's already starting to cramp up a bit. A few seconds left. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. Can't get too attached to these drawings. Mostly an inking practice to see how much I can do in a set amount of time with more time every time. Okay, number 20. 10 mins. Yeah, that makes sense because, like, hammer throw being technical and unpredictable makes sense because, like, you gotta like know when to hold it, know when to beat it, know when to throw it. Oh hey, what's up? Yeah, I wouldn't want to stand anywhere near someone doing hammer throw. Like, even though there's that cage around them, I don't know. What if the cage isn't maintenance? What if there's a rusty spot? Ugh. What if one of the posts isn't in the ground properly? I'm pretty much calling any sea creature that's half human a merm. Yeah, I could figure out like a puffed up puffer fish. Also, that means I don't have to look for reference. Yeah, the other... Fuck. Yeah, I'd be really annoyed. I'd be like, what if people wanted to hang out and say something and they couldn't? Fucking Twitch just did that out of nowhere. These are the ones on this page currently. 9 minute 30 seconds, 10 minute. Yeah, I started off mostly with regular merms. That one's 30 seconds. I'm adding 30 seconds every time I draw a mermaid, and I'm trying to draw a mermaid or mer creature for every sea creature person for every day of May. But like in advance, I'm not doing it one at a time, one day. And immediately, like within this one page, I already went to eel. So I have an eel here, and then sort of like another eel or an oarfish there. Jellyfish, sea turtle, mermaid crab, octopus, and other ones that are based on things like sharks and stuff, different styles of mermaids, sort of like dragony looking one. I got an anglerfish. So I was thinking of doing maybe a different type of crab later, or lobster. That could be fun. Maybe I'll do another jellyfish because they're really fun to do. I do a different style of jellyfish. Sometimes I like to draw them with human legs like this one, and sometimes I like to make it so that at the torso it just turns into that gross gelatinous jellyfish stuff in the middle. I ran out of water. I have to go get water. Oh man, my girl, the one about the kid whose mom dies, and also her best friend. Everyone's seen My Girl by this point, right? Freaking mermaid version of the jellyfish who got really into dancing to that one song at SpongeBob's house with the giant speakers, then brought all his jellyfish friends there and they took over his house. And My Girl's sad as hell. Mm. Mm. Alright, oh, my leg. Oh, my leg fell asleep. I'm giving it a second. Okay. I'm tempted to have, like, the pufferfish, like, flipping off the camera or something, or an otherwise aggressive pose, because they puff out when they're in danger, so basically, like, fuck off! Yeah. Sometimes I wonder about that, like, if... couldn't help it. Like, if that scene in My Girl made a bunch more people afraid of bees, and made them want to kill bees, which is bad. I was like, it's a good movie, and it's like sort of understandable what happened, but also, like, weren't they throwing rocks at the beehive like fucking idiots? Not saying the kid deserved it, I'm just saying don't fucking throw rocks at beehives. Because I know a lot of people weren't going to take away, don't bother bees, they're harmless as long as you don't hurt them. They're going to take away, oh, bees are evil and they're going to kill you. Because the guy died from being bee stung, so that's what stays in people's heads. It's stayed in my head for a long time. Okay, come on, hand. Yeah, like what Jaws did with sharks. Yeah, there's pretty much no way I can escape not making this look like an inflation fetish thing. Except, like, I don't have to make the entire torso puff out. I don't, like, have to make the entire character inflate. That would be, like, the immediate silly comic version, but mermaids are pretty much a human torso. It's like a fish centaur. It's like a human torso on a fish, like where the neck would go. So I can just have like the human torso and then like the tail is expanded. And also it's flipping you off. I think I want to make the mermaid flip you off. Okay. Mm. 10 minute for... Okay, 10 minute 30 second. Cool. Okay, I started. Can have spikes instead of face fins. Because why not? spike crest. Hell yeah. Totally also have spikes going down the center of the chest and the back. Right between the tatas. Usually the spikes aren't this big, but whatever. It's fantasy. And now it's fantasy. There's no reason to have spike nipples, and it might look kind of gross, so never mind that thought. I should draw more hands in like gestures like peace signs and flipping off and stuff like that. I should just do a bunch of studies. I've been kind of wanting to do studies recently, so. Okay, so the torso is going to be expanding a little bit, but primarily the tail. Ah, 6 minutes to draw so many spikes. Perspective don't have to make sense. It's gotta get the idea across. We also need little fins. Okay, I'll get the little skin bumps around the base of the spikes if I have time. I have 5 minutes left, so it's a fair amount of time, but like the moment I think I have enough time, I don't. Shoulder spikes. Spikes me at the side of the arms. Mm-hmm. Got a fair bit of time to add little bumpies around the base of the thing, base of the spikes. Also, sharp eyeliner. Mm. Hmm. Still like 3 minutes. I guess I can refine some lines. Add some that look like they're around the side. Tangents, my beloved. Still a minute left, jeez. Mm. Stretch tick. 14 seconds left. Mm. 21. 10 and 30. Mm. Mm. Come on. There's a Terabithia. I have never read or watched British Terabithia. I know nothing about it. Is it based on a real story? I thought Terabithia was like a... Yeah, it sounds like a fictional place. Maybe I should draw an overly detailed joke mermaid that's just a fish with arms. Hmm. Well, they were forced to act. That sucks. Yeah, I know Macaulay Culkin is, he was a child actor in a lot of different things. I'm also glad that Mara Wilson is doing good. That she did not get treated as badly as the others. Huh. I like Scott Pilgrim. It's a really good instance of, the main character being a kind of a useless bastard who sucks and who needs to learn to be a better person. Oh yeah, the Netflix show is like a really cool continuation of the series, the comic series. Nice. That sounds funny. What am I though? I do that same thing. If I'm watching, playing, listening, anything, reading something in Spanish, and I'm like, I recognize it. Mm. Oh, okay. Okay, so it is imaginary, but it's like based on the real world. Interesting. Oh yeah, why didn't I think of a nudibranch? That'd be really cute. Okay, nudibranch mermaid. They would be so small. Those nudibranchs are fucking tiny. Okay. I'm having some yogurt. Mm, um. mm, Hmm. Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Like it's like modern setting, but then the Terabithia place is like real or not real, imaginary, and then based on real crime. Interesting. Go away. God. Fucking bots. Okay. There we go. Okay, I can definitely do a sea bunny merm. Love a nudibranch. Precious creatures. Love them. I should do like a siphonophore mermaid. Yeah, that's... Yeah. I understand now that Terabithia is an imaginary place, but it's an imaginary place within a story about a person who is not in a fantasy world. But like, okay. Interesting. Maybe since I'm getting longer into these, I could start like doing sketches with the pencil. Or I could just keep going. I could just keep going pen. I could just keep it hardcore and keep going pen. Yeah, what if I did that? Okay, I might get up and go get some water. what was I saying? Fucking stretch check. Stretch and posture check. Oh, yeah. Besides reading a bunch of comics recently, because there's a comic slice nearby, and I need some cash, so I want to see if they'll buy my nice condition used trade paperbacks and see if I can get any cash out of that. So I read a whole bunch of cool comics recently, but reread them. I'm trying to the book that's not a comic that I'm trying to read recently is called Rock Stars with a Z, Dragon Nightmares. Rock Stars, Dragon Nightmares. And it is very bad, but it's bad in like a charming way where it sounds like something that I would have come up with in middle school when I was an uber weeb and it was extremely embarrassing. Um, it's truly incredible. If anyone wants to hear some of the amazing writing as like a way to get me to rest my wrist, I can go like pick that up or something. But first, I'm gonna run to the restroom and get some more water. The Grifter Trolls. Hmm. You should totally have those. Or people, I guess for trolls, it would be people, okay, I'll go fetch the book when I'm over there. Yeah, I guess for trolls, it would be people who are pretending to give out promo codes, but then they actually give you something that like downloads a virus on your computer or something like that. Ugh. So they come up to the characters or something with like a briefcase and they're like, "Hey, would you like to buy some so and so?" And they're like, "Just kidding." They open the briefcase and spiders jump out or something. Because it's I gotta feed my cat. Oh no, sorry. Was it? Hmm. Well, I got the 12:15 alarm when it was going off. But it shouldn't have been too long. That was my feed the cat alarm. I didn't realize it was already 12:15. Now, if you saw it was something else, like, oh, the camera get moved around or something, it was probably my cat at who, I forgot that she was up there on the bed, and she jumps down on this table to get off of the bed, but I left all my stuff here. So she probably had trouble getting down. So this is the book I mentioned, called Rockstar's Dragon Nightmares. You can see it's a very interesting shape. By J.M. Foster. Totally rad cover art. Love that. The writing is not fantastic. It is in fact quite bad. Just I don't want to read too much of it, but maybe I could start with this first one. Where was that one part? Okay, it is on the very first page. Alright, well, Okay. This is how this starts out. Called Is This a Dream? It does turn out to be a dream. A young Chinese warrior, remember Chinese, wearing armor passed down many generations, walks cautiously through the desolate landscape. Everywhere he looks, he sees nothing but charred tree stumps, tree stumps, scorched grass, and the putrid, smoldering remains of the animals that once lived in this now desolate forest. A full moon casts an eerie glow on the hellish scene. The air is still, and the stench fills his nostrils, making him retch. The warrior shudders in fear, and then regains his senses. Nothing lives in this place. I feel only death around me. The ground begins to quake as the warrior senses his enemy's approach. He pulls his sword from its scabbard and turns its flat side toward his body, then stands perfectly still. Magma, the three-headed hell dragon, roars furiously and charges toward the silent warrior. When she is within sight, the warrior catches his first glimpse of the foul creature. I would hope you can see this thing when it's within sight. We can down a bit. I guess I can keep reading. Her left head has razor-sharp armored plates shaped like red and orange flames. So you can see. Shaped like red and orange flames. The right head is frilled and armed with deadly claws. The center head has long, twisted, extremely venomous horns. I guess the horns are venomous. Her necks are long, almost serpentine. The dragon's front legs are short, yet powerful. Her long claws are curved and sharp, like the talons of a vulture. Dense scales cover her massive body like blood-red armor. I think she's describing the dragon, like, from the dragon side. Like, the dragon's left side is the one with flame-shaped plates, and then the right, so it's not describing which one is on the right from the character. That's just something that confused me. Okay, she thunders toward the warrior on her powerful hind legs, roaring ferociously. She glares at him through 3 sets of pupilless sulfur-colored eyes. Roaring louder and baring all 3 sets of fangs, she slams her long snake-like tail on the ground violently, causing a tremor so intense that the warrior can barely stand on his feet. Still, the warrior bravely stands his ground. His face a picture of total defiance. The dragon is puzzled by the fact that her prey is not defending itself. Finally, he opens his mouth as if to speak. Before he can utter a word, her middle head turns toward him and belches a cloud of sulphurous smoke, causing the warrior to choke and cough violently. His bright blue eyes begin to water and burn from the smoke and fumes, but he refuses to back down. He is now intensely determined to carry out his plan, no matter the cost to himself. The dragon is now so close, he can smell her rancid breath. I would expect so, considering that the dragon belched out a cloud of smoke that reached him, and he was able to smell it enough that it made him cough. Just as he is ready to claim her prize, he spins his sword around and, lunging forward, thrusts his sword into the dragon's exposed underbelly to the hilt, lodging the blade so deeply he cannot pull it free. Without his sword, he has nothing but his shield and armor to protect him. With a roar, the right head, breathing his last breath, pelts the warrior with fiery volcanic rocks. He uses the ancient shield to protect him from the fiery blast. Wait, was the shield mentioned before? Did he mention the shield before? Because, like, she talks about pulling the sword from the scabbard and turning its flat side toward his body and stands still. But I guess there's also a shield? I just noticed that. Okay, yeah, without his sword, he has nothing but his shield and armor to protect him. Wait, when did he lose his sword again? Oh, right, he pulled it in the build, and then he cannot pull it free. Okay. I don't know why, but it's like a thing I commonly see with new writers. It's not necessarily bad, it's just like kind of shows an amateurish sense of like writing. It's constantly using the present tense. It's like writing it like stage direction, like without his sword, he has nothing but a shield and armor to protect him. With a roar, the right head, breathing its last breath, pelts the warrior with fiery volcanic rocks. He uses the ancient shield to protect him from the fiery blast. So it's all present tense. It's just something I see a lot in new writers. where it's more like they're getting out an idea and they don't really have a sense of like feeling and pacing and all that. Yeah, it's like we know, like the author knows what the person looks like. The author writing this is seeing this in their head and playing it out. And like it can make sense to use present tense in some things for like the tone, but like if you use it throughout the entire thing, this whole thing is in present tense. Okay, the hellish firestorm forces the shield from the warrior's hand, leaving only his armor to protect him. The sound of the hail pelting his armor is terrifying. The fiery stones pierce his armor and burn through the clothing and skin beneath. Crying out in pain, he uses his arms to shield his face from the assault. His exposed skin is seared, his dragon dented and full of smoking holes. When the hail has stopped, he opens his mouth and chants loudly, one note, increasing the pitch and volume, then retreats, still chanting. The dragon's sensitive hearing cannot stand the sound. She roars viciously and advances on the warrior. Before the warrior can completely escape the dragon, her flame-shaped left head uses the last of its oxygen as a blowtorch, shooting a long tongue of flame at him. He instinctively blocks his face again. His arms, hair, and clothing are set ablaze. The warrior uncovers his face and then backs away in agony and fear, desperately trying to beat out the flames as they consume him. The last sight his sore, burned eyes see is that gigantic, bleeding body of the dragon lurching forward, ready to crush him alive. Many run-on sentences. The dying, injured warrior screams in torment. Bunch of adjectives used in a row. Ah! Buzz! The alarm buzzes loudly. With a start. This guy's fucking name. Ryoichiro Rocky Chen sits upright in bed, drenched in sweat and trembling, blue eyes wide with fear. The sun streams in through an open window, and a gentle breeze moves the curtain. He rubs his eyes and frantically looks around his room as if to reassure himself it was only a dream. Everything is right where it is supposed to be. It is as neat and orderly as always. Nothing smoldering. His trembling hand reaches over to his bedside table to turn off the alarm, but misses, knocking the clock radio on the floor, almost breaking it. Bukishita! With his note, Japanese slang for wow. It seemed so real, as if I was really there. I could almost feel myself getting ready to be squashed. Ryoichiro, you better get up. You don't want to be late for graduation. Hurrying, mother, he shouts back, nervously placing the clock back on his nightstand. He hurriedly grabs his school clothes and runs to the bathroom. He takes a quick shower, then jumps in the tub. He takes his time, letting the warm water soak the tension from his body. It was only a dream. Why am I so shaky? It's not like I'm going to die or anything, but it felt like I was really there. More like a memory than a nightmare. Bizarre. And, like, I gotta get back to drawing, but, like, just the constant present tense, the weird, I mean, that's not too weird. Having just sort of, like, a back and forth between the characters. It's like, I think they did okay there. That was another one. Rocky, mate kudasai, freaking Japanese for wait. There's a bunch of little moments, where, okay, so see, here's one of the things that bothers me the most. Because it's, primo top shelf grade A, weeb nonsense here. The kind of cultural appropriation I would have pulled as a kid. But we start with young Chinese warrior, and then we get the significant hint that maybe this character, Ryoichiro Rocky Chen, who has a Japanese first name and then a Chinese last name and speaks in Japanese and uses Japanese slang, and we later find out lives in Japan. We're just sort of like randomly mixing the Japanese and Chinese, and I haven't seen that brought up again for a longer time. Oh yeah, one of his friends' name is Mandy Kawaii. There's a bunch of random Japanese plays. The whole thing is, of course, like, where's that other part? See, it starts off like this, and then there's it's this kid who, classic Japanese kid story. His parents are classical musicians and they want him to learn classical music. He actually wants to learn rock music. He's going to a prestigious music school where he's going to secretly learn rock music because that's his true passion. His parents' name are Akira and Hana, by the way. Yeah, Akira and Hana. The most freaking generic Oh, yeah. Like, there's parts like this where it's going with, he's talking to his friends about his plan to learn rock music when he goes to the place, pretending that he's going to continue playing his violin. And then no break, no chapter break, nothing. It just goes from their conversation to on March 30th, Ryoichiro packs his car and is ready to leave. And it just jumps between scenes without any information about that. And then freaking like, yeah, right here, there's no break or anything. And it goes talking about some of his classmates who are getting on a plane from Hawaii. And for some reason, there's a couple of English kids. Also, Rocky has blue eyes and brown hair. I don't know. It just, with the other stuff, that feels kind of weird. Goes into way too much detail about their stuff. Like, it really rushes into the plot of getting Rocky his classmates here, and they're immediately putting a rock band together. Yeah, School of Rock Weeb edition. And then it goes to another character story. Just a completely different thing. He's like a professional fighter, and he gets hurt in a fight in which for some reason there was no goddamn referee. And it goes really into detail about how he adopts a random orphan, and like takes her shopping to get a new school uniform and stuff like that because she's finally going to school, and how her friends from next door have hamster babies, and how the fighter's house is very traditional Japanese. So I guess it's so the author could talk about how much they know about traditional Japanese interior design or fucking something. I don't know. But it like races through the plot at the beginning, and then goes to another character, really slogs along talking about these two new characters introduced, even though we introduced the other ones like rapid fire. The entire thing is written in present tense. It's all present tense. So far, I mean, I've only gotten to page 51 so far out of 206 or 207, it seems like. There's not enough on 207 to call it a page. So I've gotten maybe a fourth of the way through it, but so far it's all present tense. It is very amateurish. There's lots of cultural appropriation. I'm pretty sure the author is like Australian or something. I was expecting it to be the work of a middle school student, but it said it was the work of some lady with kids. I don't know. There was the information on like the back page for about the author. Yeah, like that's the kind of stuff I would have possibly thought was cool when I was a weeb in like middle school. I don't know when was this published? Does it have any information on that? 2003. Okay, so this book was published in 2003, which was like, I was like 11? So yeah, it was like, the internet wasn't as big as it is now. It was probably harder to find information. This person's probably just very interested in Japanese culture. Got a lot of it mixed up with Chinese culture. And I guess was just a huge weeb about it, but wow. Yeah, I was a big old weeb in middle school and high school. But then, like, as I learned more about, like, generally learned more about, like, Japanese culture and history and stuff like that, I kind of got better about not treating it like, I don't know, not being so weeby about it. Not idealizing the culture so much. Anyway, I don't know how hard it is to find this book, but it's kind of charming in the way where, you know, I'm looking back on it, like, man, this reminds me of when I was in high school. I might have come up with characters like this or something, you know. But, like, If anyone would like me to mail them this book when I'm done with it, please give me an address that you were comfortable having something mailed to. Because it's really an experience. Yeah, because like you idealize these whole groups of people who are just people and treat them like they're some sort of like mythical beings, you know? And it's not great. Bad even. Okay, I'll stop rambling about that for now. At least as long as I can press this button for the 11-minute mark and try to draw a sea bunny nudibranch merm. I got stuck thinking of how I want to draw it, but I'll pretty much just put it like on like that. Maybe make the hairstyle kind of look like the shape of the head, and then of course the head is going to have the little antennas, and then it'll become the body, and it'll have the little tail, and then I can... Okay. I like to have a general idea what I'm doing. Yeah, there's like this quote that pops into my head that I try to think about every time I think I'm like, I don't know, idealizing or dismissing a person or a group of people too much. Which is, by Jason Pargin, who was writing as David Wong at the time. He wrote John Dies at the End, one of my favorite books ever. And also some other good stuff that I recommend. But like, it was from one of his articles. I can't even remember what the article was, but it was on Cracked. I don't even know if Cracked is still going. But the quote was something like, there are two ways to dehumanize someone: by dismissing them or by putting them on a pedestal. That is one of those things you gotta like realize if you're doing it. That's like, you know, like celebrities and stuff, internet personalities, idols, entire cultures of people. You gotta make sure you're not thinking of them as like subhuman or superhuman. I did not draw that antenna right. Maybe I can fix it, I will. Pure black eyes, because rabbits have pure black eyes. Probably should have left space for like a little shiny there or something. Okay, and I tried to add a shiny and just made them bigger. Oh well. Didn't have a bunny nose. Yeah, like as like a teenager, I was absolutely the type to be all, the Japanese are just so much more better society and culture and all that. Now when I grew up and learned more, I was like, actually, it's kind of extremely conservative over there. It's not great. Mm. Doing kind of a cutesy pose with this one. Yeah, it was part of it. I was like, well, I think it's gross how my friends are constantly squeeing over their hot smexy yowies, but, because, I just kind of think it's gross when people gush over porn in person. It's like, stop that, we're in public, what is wrong with you? But, like, it's like, they also let a bunch of other stuff into fiction, as long as it's, like, fiction. Thankfully, they got some progress going on, but, like, people are still expected to, like, get straight, married, get job, get a real salary job. Very little support for mental health care, all sorts of fucked up stuff. It's the weird little bulb tail they got. What if I randomly gave this one transparent parts just because I feel like it? There's some randomly transparent nudibranchs. Mm, yeah. It's like, just because a place has interesting cultures and food that you like and popular media that you enjoy doesn't mean everything about the place is good. Teenage me. Man, I do wish I'd made the body a bit bigger now. Oh well, maybe I can put some environmental details into this one. I usually live on reefs, right? So mm, oh man, yeah, like those people Snakes was telling me about a while ago on like TikTok and other platforms who want to be another race, and most of them are like white people who want to be some variety of Asian, like especially Korean, because it's like the trendy thing to be now. And they're all absolutely idealizing that stuff. Markings. Marking and shiny spots. how did that much time pass already? Are you kidding me? What the hell? Heck, I gotta plug my laptop into. Okay, no time for environment, I guess. Gotta remember not to grip the pen too hard. I start doing that when I'm drawing fast because it's easier to control when you have like a tight grip on it. What the hell was that? Like, what, 11 minutes? Jesus. Ah, Christ. For a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye, you're late, you're late. Wait. I started writing the wrong thing. Let's put them from us. 11 min. And then this was at, I forgot already, 22? Little Bunny Foo wrecked those field mice. Yeah, it's like Korea's got a lot of problems. It's like, Squid Game, All of Us Are Dead, Sweet Home, a couple other ones I watched but can't remember right now. All those Korean dramas are like, our government is horrible and treats people like cannon fodder. They care more about corporations than they do about their citizens. There's like, it's all like, everything I've personally seen, this like Korean media recently tends to make horror stuff, but a lot of it is like the real horror is our terrible government. There might be. And then there might be other people being like, stop it, it's not good to be fetishized like this. And 13. I spent so much time on tangents and stuff this time that I'll probably won't be able to do all of these tonight, but that's fine. I've got a lot done so far. I can keep going. Wrist is just twinging. Yeah, how long I've been on? Okay, so I got like 30 more minutes. I might be able to do 2 or 3 more of these. What other sea thing? I haven't done like a whale yet. I could do like a whale breaching. Yeah. Although, like, I feel like Korea, if they're gonna do some, like, government criticism stuff, they're actually able to, like, if it's, like, a bigger production, they're actually able to, criticize their military, too. Because in the US, we still have that thing, right, where it's like, if the military is shown in anything, they have to be shown as the good guys. Maybe. That's pretty much just, like, a big white whale, right? All scarred up and gross looking. Yeah, that could be cool. And it could also be breaching, so that might be a fun pose to work with. That's like when I put the arms up. Because whales pretty much go meow. I could also show how big it is by having like a little boat and then like whale. That's it, yeah. So it's like yeah, there's a financial incentive to show the military in a good light if you're going to use the military at all. So yeah, that's one of the things I do like about a lot of things I've seen out of South Korea is that there's a lot of really intense criticism of the government and military complex. So it could also have a whale breaching and then like a little boat being rocked. Yeah. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Posture check. Okay. Mm. Doing neck stretches. Neat. Oh, fun. I like when robots have like little brain jars on them. It's always a fun design. Sometimes with horrifying implications, which is also fun. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could do like a face upward because breaching, shoulder here, sort of like a here, and there's like a little boat being swooshed away in the waves. Okay, 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 okay. Mm. Hmm. I know literally none of those characters. To me, they are deep cuts, possibly. Is that from like a popular video game that everyone else has played? Because I have not. No, bro, man, go get your rest. I'm gonna do my best with this one. I've decided to draw William Penn, so maybe. Okay, you know what? I will bring in the pencil just to help me with my uncertainty. I'm going to do the basic shapes in this so I have something to draw around because I have a little bit more time, so I can do a very quick basic shape sketch. Okay. 11 minutes and 30 seconds, breaching whale. Sure. Beginning to breach, and it'll be big whale tail. Eyes closed, just having a good time. Okay. Sketched. Oh, okay, obscure arcade game. I never really got to play a lot of arcade games unless they were like at the laundromat. But it's usually just like Pac-Man, Space Invader, stuff like that. Mm, get the surface of the water. Okay, get to the little splashes later. Show the water surface churning. A small rowboat over here. Some people holding their hats on. This person's fallen over. I don't know if this breaching whale pose entirely makes scientific sense, but gotta remind myself, it's fantasy. It is cool to bring elements of realism into fantasy. You know, for the sake of being a huge nerd. But, like, it's not necessary. Oh, wait, they wouldn't have that. Right, okay. A minute. Hmm. Pistachio. I wish I'd figured out the water going across the form first now, but oh well. Much more tiny fish, just because why not? Are you? Tiny bitty little insect came to inspect my work. Is it up to your standards, tiny insect? A minute left. Don't have time to shade the whole body, huh? Nope. Oh, jeez. I don't know nothing else I can do. Okay. That was 11 min 30, yeah. 23. 11 min 30 seconds. Uh-uh. Maybe I should cut it off here. Hand's starting to like twinge again. I guess I could leave it here. I don't know what to do today. Pretty much just these two, but I mean, I'm doing longer things, so. I completely forgot to take little videos of these. Oh well. I think maybe I can do one more. 27, 29. Is there a random bill cipher in here? Okay, hang over there. Okay, if I end up doing like 2 per page, because I'm making them bigger, I end up doing two per page from now on, then I'll have enough pages. Yeah. That was 23, so there's 7 or 8 left. Wait, 30 days, that's September 8. Okay, yeah, so like 31 days of May. So, I'll put my laptop in. So there's 8 more to do. Freaking, oh, my elbow also kind of hurts. kind of want to do another one, but also I'm really not feeling good and I don't need another health problem. My hand's acting up. I hate not being able to do things, but if I push myself, then I will be able to do even less things. Okay, guys, let's look at the mermaids so far. Running at 30 seconds, down to 4 minutes 30 seconds, 5 minutes to 6 minutes 30 seconds, and 7 minutes to 9 minutes. Pretty happy with some of the poses I have going on this one. Like, I think, like, this line turned out really good. Yeah. Then from 9 minutes, 9 minute 30 to 10 minute 30. Then 11 minutes 30 seconds. I did go kind of ambitious with that one, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, tomorrow I gotta continue on with 20 more at 24. 24 until I get to 8 more of them. It'll be 12 minutes. It'll be 12, 12:30, 13, 13:30, 14, 14:30, 15, 15:30, 16. Okay. So I should get to about 16 minutes will be like the final one. Okay. Yeah. Alright. I gotta make myself sign off for now. Work on this later. Maybe 10. I'll probably continue playing 3 out of 10 for stream tomorrow, and then I'll get the rest of these the next day, maybe. Okay. That's the plan, unless I change it, because sometimes I do that. Anyone still hanging out, you know the drill. Do your postures and stretches, and posture and stretch myself. Do your hydrates and eat your food, which I have to continue doing. And don't forget your meds and make any appointments you've been putting off making. Make calls or write emails you've been putting off doing. May you have the motivation to do something that you've been stalling on. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, bye.